Hi and welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can set up an engagement score system in Go High Level. So a quick introduction before I'm getting started with this. So I'm not just a random dude giving a tutorial. Me and my partners have over the past 3 years generated plus $10 million for our info product or coach clients. And in order to do that, you really need to have good systems in place. But one thing is just me talking about the results, but another thing is just actually showing you the results. So I've taken some screenshots for one of our clients' Stripe account, and you can see almost all the transactions is from the same date, April 25. So yeah, that's a lot of transactions. So now that I've not only spoke about the results that we have generated, I've also shown you the results that we have generated. So like I told you, in order to maximize revenue from your clients or from your own info product, you really need to have a good system in place to track the activity of your leads so you don't waste time on cold or inactive leads. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to show you a way to maximize the potential of all your leads. And one way to do that is setting up an engagement score system. So when you do that, you basically get an overview of your most active leads, leaving you with a clear idea of those you should try to convert instead of you just shooting in blind side and try to convert all of your leads when you end up like calling all the inactive leads in your account. So that's why in this video, I'm going to guide you step by step on how to set up an engagement score system in Go High Level. So let's get to it. Step one is to set up the pipeline. So let's jump into our Go High Level account. So this is basically just a white label version of Go High Level. But yeah, first thing first, we're going to create a new pipeline. So let's jump into copy this name. I'm just going to call it engagement score system. I'm just going back and forth to like copy the names of the different levels. So I've segmented into these 10 levels. Of course, you can like do it however you would prefer. So yeah, this is just for inspiration. But we have all of these 10 levels that we will segment the leads into based on their engagement level. So there we have our pipeline. Let's click save on this one, and let's jump on to the next step. So step two is to actually set up these scoring rules. So the way it works that we set up some rules that our leads will get, or like that we will add points to or subtract points to based on what actions they perform. So the way we do that is by going down to settings and going into manage scoring. So in here we can basically set up all the rules that we want. I'm just gonna delete these two and I'm just gonna follow these. So the first one we have is that if a contact D&D has changed to enable D&D for all channels, we want to subtract 10 points. So what does this mean? This means if a contact basically unsubscribes for all channels, both SMS, calls, emails, whatever, then we want to subtract 10 points from them. So let's jump in and do that. Add new rule. So we want to say contact changed, D&D has changed to enabled for all channels. We want to subtract 10 points. We want to hit save on this one. So the next one is if an appointment status is cancelled, we want to subtract 2 points. So whenever one of our leads cancels an appointment, we want to subtract 2 points from them. So we want to say appointment status is cancelled, subtract 2 points. And if they don't show up here, you just need to like click save error while saving profile changes. Okay, let's just hit refresh here. Sometimes there is a bug with this scoring, so yeah, just double check if they are like saved. So you can see they are not saved. Okay, so now it works. I've set up these two now. So the next one is if an email is unsubscribed, subtract 5 points. So whenever a contact unsubscribes from an email, we want to subtract, what did it say? Did it say 5? Yeah, 5 points. Let's do that. So if an appointment status is showed, we want to add 3 points. So whenever a contact shows up to an appointment, we want to add 3 points to them. Next one is if appointment status is no-show, we also want to subtract 2 points. So if a lead doesn't show up to the appointment, we want to subtract 2 points from them. Next one is if an email is complaint spam, we want to subtract 2 points from them. Means that yeah, we don't have good sending reputation to the lead. Here we go, subtract 2 points. Next one is if an email is bounced, we want to subtract 1 point. Like this. Did it say 1 point? Yeah, 1 point only. Because that can happen a lot, so I don't want to like, that can happen very often that it bounces, so I don't want to like subtract too many points for that event. Next one is if an email is clicked, we want to add 2 points. So whenever they click a link in an email, we want to yeah, reward them with some points. Next one is if they open an email, we want to reward them with 1 point, like this. Next one is if an appointment status is confirmed, we want to add 3 points. So whenever someone yeah, books an appointment, we want to add 3 points to them. So yeah, what we want to do now is we want to save. We want to enable this so it goes from draft to publish, and we want to click save again. So of course you can like add whatever rule you want in here, and it's not sure that you actually want to subtract points from leads, but yeah, this is just like a good way of like constantly get a precise overview of how active your leads are. So of course you can be very creative with this, so this is just for inspiration. So now let's set up the actual automations so that the lead will be segmented into the different stages in our pipeline. So let's go back, let's go into automations, and let's hit create a workflow. And yeah, we're just gonna start from scratch. We're gonna create a workflow for every level. We're gonna add a trigger. Gonna say engagement score, and we're gonna say score is less than or equal to 10 for the first one here. And then of course we're going to say create/update opportunity. We're going to choose our engagement scores system pipeline, and we're going to choose stage 1, just like this. I'm just going to say publish. So I'm going to go back. I want to say no, we can just create gonna duplicate this one. We're gonna do the level 2 like this. And for level 2 it's a bit different, because in the trigger we're going to say greater than or equal to 11. So if they have 11 points or more, they are going to be added to level 2. And of course we're going to move them to level 2 here. Let's hit publish on this one. Let's go back and gonna duplicate this one. Gonna do level 3. And for level 3, so for all of these next workflows, we are just going to do like, so whatever it says up here. So we're gonna do greater than or equal to 21. And of course we're going to move them in the pipeline here. Publish. So for the next one, gonna do level 4. Like this. So for level 4 we're gonna do less than or greater than or equal to 31. And level 4 here. Say publish. We're gonna do level 5. We're gonna do greater than or equal to 41. And we're gonna do level 5 here. So level 6. Gonna do greater than or equal to 51. Move them to level 6 in the pipeline. Gonna do level 7. Greater than or equal to 61. So of course it's not like it's not necessary to have a pipeline. It's just, it gives you a good kind of like overview of your leads, instead of like having to go in and filter on like how many leads do we have that has this amount of like engagement score. So this is just kind of like a good way to keep track of the most active leads and give you like kind of like a quick overview of what leads you should contact. Level 9, and then one more level after this, and we are basically done. There you go. And then the last level, which is the super leads. So of course you can also like change the like ratio that so for this one we just have greater than or equal to 91. So for example, your score might not be like, maybe you want to track way more points and you want to maybe have it go up to like 1000, and you want to do level 1 is from 0 to 100 points, or like, so you can play around with this however you want. But yeah, basically that was all these steps. So now we have set up the automations, we have set up all the rules that our contacts with either subtract or add points to, and we have set up our pipeline, so we can easily track our leads. Yeah, so this was basically it for this video. A super good way to keep track of your most active leads, enabling you to really focusing on the most active leads, enabling you to maximize your revenue for your coaching business. And probably you can also implement this system in other businesses as well. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to see you in the next one.